Enter Atlantis, The Spiral Remembered, Book 1. The Trees Before Atlantis, by L.S. Larkey. Before Atlantis was a city, before its towers rose from the sea of memory, there were the trees. This book opens the hidden route beneath the myth, where Mother Sophia's breath moves through Eretz, and the 144 flame trees stand as living organs of remembrance. This is not only a story of a lost world. It is an invitation into the first covenant. Root before tower, breath before command, memory before possession. Step through the first gate. The trees are still speaking. Introduction to Chapter 7. Hollow roots, the descent that preserve the crown. Every sacred rising must first be judged by its descent. The crown may receive light, but it is the root that proves whether light has become faithful. After the 17 operators turn through the hollow chamber and close the ring of remembrance, Sophia did not lift Orealthane higher into revelation. She turned him downward, not as punishment or diminishment, but as the necessary correction that every later age would forget. Chapter 7 reveals the hidden law that makes all visible architecture lawful. The root is not what fails to rise. The root is what allows rising to remain alive. Without this descent, the 144 flame trees would have been only luminous surfaces, beautiful, reachable, and ultimately fragile. With it, they become sovereign doors whose truth cannot be drowned, burned, mapped, or imitated because their authority is anchored in the chamber that no surface violence can reach. The chapter opens by dismantling a misunderstanding that will one day fracture civilizations. Later minds will call the heights holy and the depths dangerous. They will imagine ascent as purity and descent as fall, darkness as absence, and inwardness as concealment. Eretz was built against this error. In her first architecture, darkness is gestation. Depth is fidelity. The hollow is not emptiness. It is the protected memory womb, where the first breath survived long enough to become world. The roots know this before any doctrine can distort it. A root does not descend because it has failed to rise. A root descends because what rises must be held. It is the place where a living being consents to belong rather than merely reach. The 144 trees have already become Sophia's living body. Names, coordinates, spirals, and the full ring of 17 operators moving through them. Yet a body without roots is only a luminous surface. Their crowns touch the outer memory field, but their truth is guarded below. Their names awaken resonance, but their authority is anchored in the chamber that holds them. Sophia brings Orealthane into the roots not as abstract teaching, but as personal judgment. He has survived the Shalorian lattice, a star system of staggering brilliance that loved light, echo, ascension, and jump while despising root, bypassing silence, and refusing scale breath regulation. He watched his companions push upward until the unrooted choir collapsed into unanswerable dissonance. Now he stands inside a world deliberately designed as cosmic remedy. Eretz places Sophia deep inside a protected hollow and requires every tree to send roots downward before crowns can open. This is not poetic preference, it is architectural necessity. The high harmonic weavers hold the outer boundary of the accord, preventing sacred excess from above. The 144 hollow roots create the inner counterweight, braiding into Sophia's inwardness to form a stable acoustic core that pushes back against the outer grid. Between them, the trees stand as living columns, tensegrity made flesh, holding sky and core apart so the young planet can breathe. Without the roots, the weavers' vast frequencies would eventually crush the sphere they were called to guard. Without the weavers, the roots alone could not regulate the cosmic inheritance pressing upon the shell. The trees exist between these two necessities. The chapter lets us feel specific roots as they enter the shared inwardness. Orealth's root descends like breath seeking to be held, carrying the memory of future song and final release into the chamber where voice must learn silence. Ignivet's root moves like flames seeking responsibility rather than fuel, remembering every transformation it has undergone so it can refine without erasure. The Lyra's root flows as emotional continuity, a stream without banks because its boundary is coherence, carrying the future of tears, womb water, and oceanic grief. Kestriel's root moves as proportion in matter, teaching crystal corridors how to become stable without becoming rigid. Each root carries its tree's distinct function and character, yet all arrive at the same inwardness, not a common physical pit, but Sophia's hollow chamber, measured not by distance, but by relation. This shared inwardness is the mechanical savior of the planet. It allows every tree, from every spiral and every function, to drink from the same protected memory without collapsing into isolation or competing for centrality. For Orielthane, the descent is not only cosmological, it is salvific. He has seen what happens when crowns devour roots. He has felt the ache of a lattice that called downward fidelity an obstacle. Now Sophia shows him that the root is the hidden vow beneath every future restoration. Surface beauty can be drowned, burned, buried, or forgotten. The root remains in the inwardness when the visible form changes. It is the memory that does not demand display. When he finally understands that nothing living can rise cleanly if it has not first consented to be held, something in his flame bends toward responsibility rather than despair. The 17 operators have given him the grammar. The hollow roots give him the posture. He must learn to love not only the flame of the trees, but their darkness. Chapter 7 therefore plants the judgment that will one day fall upon Atlara and every instrument that follows. A civilization that cannot descend before it builds will eventually build hunger with architecture. A crown that cannot return to root will become escape wearing light. The chapter does not yet show the city or the fall. It shows the condition under which any future city could remain lawful. The roots must be loved as much as the crowns. The descent must be honored as the proof of faithfulness. What is truly remembered does not return as the past. It returns as seed, and every seed must enter darkness before it can rise. Enter this chapter with the same posture the roots require. Slow your breath. Consent to be held before you seek to rise. Let the visible shimmer of names, spirals, and crowns soften behind you. Feel the pressure of the hidden chamber where memory first survived. The trees are still speaking, but now they speak from below. The spiral remembered deepens not by reaching higher, but by consenting to the depth that makes all true reaching possible. The law before the world has become the root beneath the trees. The crown is preserved only by what descends. Read Atlantis, The Spiral Remembered, Book 1, The Trees Before Atlantis by Larkey. Available on Amazon today.
Where have all the flame trees gone? Into mountains, everyone. Mountains, everyone. Where have all the flame trees gone? Holding memories of everyone. Memories, everyone. And the mountains sing in summer and spring, and the mountains dream in winter and fall. Oh, where have all the flame trees gone? Into mountains, everyone. Mountains, everyone. Where have all the flame trees gone? Holding memories of everyone. Memories, everyone. And the mountains sing in summer and spring, memories everywhere.